guys. Now, many of you know I've been live aboard for, I don't know, 7-8 years most of the time. I mean, I still go visit family and stuff, but a couple years ago Sherry started living on board with me full time, and I did some cruising. I've never really been a big cruiser. I don't know why. I've tried getting south a couple of times. Always something came up. You know, you can't just keep making excuses. Eventually, you got to just do it. But with Sherry on board too, she didn't really care to go sailing that much. She was happy to stay at the pier, which is fine. I mean, you know, a lot of us boaters who live on board, that's what we do. But now that we're part-timers, meaning that we also have a land base in addition to the house, and that just happened recently. I'm not sure how the boating season is going to go this year. I'm hoping it really goes well. We're down in Hampton, Virginia, and I'm at Old Point Comfort, which is going to be renamed. I'm not sure what the new name is going to be. They're undergoing a lot of renovations. But I mean, man, you're out there. It's plenty of deep water, easy channel to get in and out of, so I'm kind of excited about that. A couple years ago, I did some interviews with three basic type of boaters that I considered at that time, three basic types. One is the full-time live aboard cruisers. One is a part-time, kind of like they come for a month or two and then they go back home and then they go back again. And then the weekend warriors, which are just what it says, weekend warriors. I did some interviews with these guys, and I put the link in I'll put links in the description below for you to see what it's like. For example, Bruce and Gayleen, they are really full-time cruisers and live-aboards. They sail all around. They're in the Bahamas, the Caribbean. I mean, they're all over the place. Then you have Bob and Ellen, who are what I call the real part-timers. They've got a land-based home. They come to the boat, spend a month, maybe a month and a half, go back home for a couple of weeks, come back again. And then we have Peter and Marie, who are the weekend warriors. And when they come down on a Friday night or a Thursday night, they get on the boat, they get things settled, boom, they're out of here. Now, we have a few boaters like that. We had a few neighbors like that up in Rock Hall at North Point Marina. Wolf and Claire, there was another one. Work during the week, come Thursday, Friday, they're down to the boat, they're out of here. But take a look at the three types that I did interview to get some ideas of what things are really like. Now, I'm not sure, but just based on my experience of hanging out at marinas for 20-some years, I think most of us would really like to just go cruising, sail the Bahamas, the Caribbean, the Mediterranean, whatever it is. But the reality is we have homes, we have jobs, we have family, we have obligations that we need to take care of, which is fine. I mean, that's a part of life, taking care of family and some of your other obligations and having a home. So I think most of us are really kind of like the part-timers. We have a home, we have family, we have boats, we have obligations, and that's all fine. I mean, that's all part of life. Taking care of family, enjoying yourselves, and coming to the boat is one of those big enjoyments, at least it is for me. I'm hoping now that we're part-timers, Sherry enjoys coming to the boat a little bit more than just having to live on it all the time. Let's see how that goes. And of course, I like doing the DIY projects. I like fixing the boat up. Well, that was one thing with Sherry too. When I first got the boat, I mean, it was a real disaster zone. And even though I got it seaworthy and was able to go sailing within less than a month, still took me most of a year to get it to a point where she felt comfortable living on it, staying on board, adding some of the creature comforts to it, the reverse cycle air conditioning, the diesel heater, the gas stove, You know, all of those things that make living on board a little bit easier. Hey, makes going out for the weekend or for a week at a time easier too. Well, stay tuned, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to see how this all really pans out, how it works out, and I'm kind of anxious to see how it all works out too. A little bit of time at home, a little bit of time on the water. Let's see how it goes, guys. Until next time, happy and safe boating to you, your family, and friends.